just kind of from the top, what was your overall evaluation?
Well, here's what I told Coach B on Sunday. There are three things that we ask out of our kids to give us an opportunity to play great defense. The first of those things is to play smart. Not only to play smart, but to prepare and practice in a smart way. We believe we accomplished that when you just talk about big picture overall numbers. And we had 7 busts for the game, about half as many as we had in the TCU game. We ask our kids to play hard, and I think you've heard me say we refer to that as playing fast and straining to finish. And it was our lowest number of the 3 games. We have a formula we use to figure out if we're playing at an SEC championship level, and we were outstanding as far as playing hard. And the third thing we do is ask our kids to tackle great. We missed 2 tackles in this football game. Gave up 500 yards and missed 2 tackles. So if I'm looking at those 3 things, did we play smart? We did. Did we play as hard as we possibly could? Absolutely. Did we tackle great? We did. You go back to number 1, okay, where we only had 7 busts on the game, and 4 of those 7 busts accounted for 222 yards and 24 points. And against any opponent, let alone an SEC football game, you don't give yourselves a chance to win or for success when that's the case. And that's a piece of it that we're all not happy with, and ready to go back to work on the field tomorrow to correct those errors.
Paul, I assume you're talking about the 6 plays that were 18 yards or longer, and then the pass interference call. Are those the 7?
You don't want to even bring that one up. I'll try to be mum and mute on that. But
Are you not counting that one as a 7?
The pass interference?
Right.
No, that's not factored in. There was no bust on that. There was a great play by our defensive back in coverage on that play. We have the first touchdown on a scramble, and we refer to that as plastering. When a quarterback scrambles, we plaster our man, and we stay on him, and we failed to do that. We also let the quarterback get out of the pocket on that play. We had a quarterback long run that got called out of bounds, and we held him to a field goal. Was very pleased that took place, that we did hold him to that field goal after the long run. But we had a physical error on that play. We had the late touchdown that was, I don't know what it was, 40-some or 50-some, that went right up our gut, right on the edge of our defense, that we didn't execute what we needed to execute. We didn't get a gap taken care of. And then we had the other play down, 18-23, whatever it was, touchdown run that we'd made a mistake in a call that needed to be checked at the line of scrimmage based on the formation. Those are the plays I'm talking about.
You know, in Mexico State, they scored 31 points at Arizona State, 549 yards, 500 in New Mexico. What's your take on their offense?
I think they're a very good offensive football team. They've done it consistently this season. I think they're around 463 or 470 total offense as a team on a year. That's a lot of yards. They're scoring a lot of points per game. And I think you should turn to the film on, you understand exactly why they're doing that. They have a quarterback who's a veteran player who can really spin it. I mean, any ball that they ask him to throw, he can make it. He can throw from the far hash to the far boundary and put it there on time. So they got a quarterback that starts them and allows them to do what they do. They've got a really dynamic running back in number 3. He's second on the team in receptions with 20. You lose him at times, and he's got exceptional foot speed, both quickness and overall speed, and he's a very productive player. 6'6", 216-pound receiver that leads him in receptions with 26 is a big target. Hard to defend a guy that is that big, but they spread the ball out amongst all the other receivers as well. So it's not like you're going to build your coverage around one guy and one running back. You've got to defend the whole group of them, and they know what it is they're doing. They play very hard. They're precise in their routes. They're spacing and their execution of the game that they ask them to execute. They know what it is New Mexico State does, and they do it very well.